Before we make a menu system in PHP, we have to first make it in HTML so that we understand exactly how it works. So we can create a menu with multiple menus and sub-menus if we want to. So this is how we're going to do it. First in HTML and CSS. We'll begin with a portion of the web page. And you see we're creating a navigation element, ID equals CSS menu. So let's go to the CSS part of this and take a look at CSS menu. We'll open up our style and we see CSS menu, hashtag in front of it, which of course references it being an ID. We just have a margin top of 10 pixels and a margin left of 5 pixels. Now there's multiple things we're going to want to look at in CSS menu. One is an A, which is of course an anchor, in other words a hyperlink. Display, block, color, I just put in something, text decoration, nothing, font weight, font size, line height, width, padding 0, px, so I've got a lot of things in there. Font family, so that's going to be the font style for anchors or hyperlinks. Now I've got CSS menu UL, unordered list, and I got a few things there that I put in: position relative, line height, floats to the left, things like that. All these things should have been discussed in a previous course, so this is not the first time you've seen these, but it may be the first time you've seen it this way, because now we have CSS menu ULLI. So that's a list item of an unordered list. And it's got things like position relative, float left, and so on, with 200 pixels. Oh, I think I played around with that. See what happens when you do. Now we have a CSS menu UL. That's what we had when we had a menu off of a menu. Display none, position absolute, background color, and so on. And then ULLI. That's a list item off of a UL, unordered list, off of an unordered list. And again, we put a few things in there. Now, you can also have CSS menu ULULA. So that's an anchor of an unordered list inside an unordered list. And we can add to that, what if we hover over a list item that leads to another unordered list? Display block, width, background color, whatever we want to put in there. Or what if we have an unordered list and we have a hover over a list item on that? How do we want to change that? We want the background color to change or the width to change, potentially. So, back to our navigation. ID equals CSS menu. We have an unordered list and a list item called member. Well, let's take that member and pop it down a little lower, the /li, because inside of that I'm going to put an unordered list, of which you'll have 3 list items. Let me just spread them out a little bit so I can have home, which is a hyperlink, logout, which is a hyperlink, and back office, also a hyperlink. All of that's inside the list item called member. Then we have a list item called activities, which also has a UL to /UL. And in that, I'm putting some list items. The last one, you'll notice I've spread it out a little differently, because I have things you have to do, and I have just a fake page there. Things you should do, again another fake page, and things you want to do, which I'm then going to put a UL to /UL, and 3 list items there. Skydiving, rock climbing, windsurfing. Doesn't really matter what. I'm just showing how a menu can work. So that's how we go to member, and we see the 3 items below that. We go to activities, we see the 3 items below that. The things you want to do, we now see skydiving, rock climbing, and windsurfing.